Hey, hi everybody. It's the Papa from the Papa's Kitchen coming to you again today in the middle of summer, and I really thought we'd keep doing all through the summer different great summer dishes. And honestly, the dish I'm doing today is one I like all year round. I'm convinced I got the taste and the love for chicken wings from my mother. My mother, anytime we had a roasted chicken or fried chicken or whatever, save the wings for me. That's what she would say. And I never thought I liked them, but boy, I mean, they're the things that I love to eat now, and I love chicken wings. Hi.
Okay,
you're coming
I gotta
in.
say something.
Okay, I wondered if you were
So
going
I've been
to.
doing comments about our grocery haul,
Oh yes.
and they all think that I don't get what I want. That you get what you want at the grocery store.
Well, it's called the
But
Papa's
I don't-
Kitchen.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
But not only that, I'm the one who's been asking for chicken wings.
Yes, you have.
And
you
that's
have.
why you're
That's
doing
exactly
chicken
right.
wings.
That's exactly right.
I want to tell everybody I get everything I want.
Yeah.
And
exactly.
more.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
Don't worry about me.
Thank you for clearing that up.
If I didn't get it, it's because I really didn't want it.
Okay, that's good.
Like those bars.
Yes. Oh,
I don't
yes,
eat
you
'em
got
ever.
some comments on that.
I got like tons
She
of
doesn't
comments.
eat them. I eat them. So.
I eat them only when I travel, and then I steal
Yeah.
whatever he took
Yeah.
because I'm not that fussy.
Exactly. So she does. Listen again. She gets anything she wants.
He's the foodie. I'm not.
Yes.
I'll eat chicken wings a whole week straight. He'll want something different the next
Well,
night.
look at you asked me not only to get chicken wings, but I got 6 pounds of chicken wings that were on sale at
That's
Sam's
enough chicken wings.
the other day. This was just under $20, $19, $2.77 a pound, and it's almost 7 pounds of chicken wings.
7
Yeah.
pounds.
I may end up freezing some of these.
I think
but
so.
I'm getting ready to leave town, so I'm cooking you up a batch of chicken wings.
Yes,
okay?
thank you.
Okay,
Thank
you're
you
welcome.
very much.
You're welcome. All right. And here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you how to cook some real crispy chicken wings at home. And of course, you know we don't have a grill in our house because we're in a condo, not allowed to have one. And so I've got to use the oven. And actually, I've also got an air fryer from Dreo that I can use. And I'm going to show you how I do that. But I'm going to do most of these in the oven. And honestly, they're very easy to do. There's a few tricks to make them crispy, which is the way I like them. And so in this, and by the way, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to call this video Part 1 Chicken Wings, because I would make an hour-long video if I show you not only how to prepare and cook the wings, which is pretty simple, pretty straightforward, and I'll show you a little recipe, and add to that any sauces you would do to coat the wings. And I thought instead of just doing one thing like a barbecue or this, that, I'm going to do 3 different sauces. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to, and by the way, while I'm talking, let me take these, and I really need to cut these down. All you need to do is, with chicken wings, is to bake them in the right way, and then you can definitely keep them and reheat them, but don't reheat them in the microwave, because if you do that in the microwave, all they do is get rubbery. So all you've got to do to reheat is just, I need a little thing here.
No, I like that part.
You do?
I do.
Oh, I don't roast
I
all
like
that.
that
Okay,
part.
well, I'll let you
Yes.
have that then. You get what you want. But these are full wings, and so I take the tips off. And by the way, if you make them do it or they end up doing it, they're going to charge you more per pound. So I don't do that. I do my own. And I really want these to be dry, so I'm putting them on a piece of paper towel as well, and I'm going to pat them dry. But I'm going to do here about 36 to 44 individual pieces, which should be about 4 pounds. And then in the air fryer, beg your pardon, I'm going to do another 12 in there because that's about what my air fryer allows to have in there. And so,
Can't you leave it on?
no, I don't like them on because then I got to eat those things. The tips
See,
I don't
there
do.
you go. You
I
get
know.
whatever you want.
I guess. So you were all right. There you go. Too bad. There it is. You don't really like these
I
tips.
do. I just like more meat. So
There's no meat on those parts.
No, but I dip them in sauce and they taste great. Just leave them on. Save you
I'll
some
leave
time.
a few with them on, but personally,
it saves you a
I
lot of time.
prefer taking most of them off.
Is that what professionals do?
Yes, they do. And actually, they tell you, too many of them say, take that off and throw it away.
Well, you can put it in the pot and I'll use it for stock.
Now that makes more sense, my
Yes,
dear.
But to me, you're throwing half the chicken wing away.
That'll be good stock. You're absolutely right. So let's do that for you. That way you're not going to complain too much. And there we go. Here's another one there. So let me finish cutting these, and I'll come back and show you how we prep them and how we lay them out and how we cook them. And then part 2, like I said, which will come the next video, I'm going to show you a couple of sauces maybe you've never thought about making or eating with chicken wings. And by the way, some people just like my mother, just to have some crispy chicken wings without anything on them. They're, other than probably just some seasoning. Naked.
Wings,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And like I said, my mother would eat that. And we used to, in fact, I'm going to tell you a family secret. My father nicknamed her Shirley, that's her name, Shirley Bird, because she had thin legs, skinny legs, and she always ate the wings. And so Shirley Bird, that's where that came from.
Oh,
I didn't know if you knew that. No. And so that's how she got her nickname from my dad. Of course, we children did not call her that.
I'd
We
like
would
to
have.
see it if you did.
Oh man, we would have gotten the backhand of something.
Yes, that's for sure.
Yeah. So I'll be right back after I get the rest of these cut, and then I'll show you where we go from here. All right. Now that I've got them all cut up and ready to go, I'm not worried about them being out because I do want them to come up to room temperature. They just, like I said earlier, they cook a lot more even. Any kind of protein like that should bring it out. I bring steaks out usually 30 minutes ahead of time, uncover them and just let them sit, get them to room temperature. They just cook better. But on this, what I want to do is I want to get them as dry as I possibly can. That's why the paper towel. And just sort of lift all that moisture up. And while that's sitting there, I want to show you a simple seasoning mixture that we can make to coat all of these with, at least all of them that are going to go in the oven. I'm going to do something a little bit different when it comes to the air fryer. But I want you to put in about the zest of a medium lemon, and I've got 2 small ones here. So I'm just going to go a little nuts with it and just do both of them. And I've got a big bowl because basically all I'm going to do is toss these chicken in the bowl, just coat as much as I can. And prior to getting ready to video today, I've got 2 trays out. I don't know if I'll need both, probably will. And I put a rack in there, and underneath the rack I put a thing of tin foil because it just makes it so it's easier to clean up. If you can think about it, which I didn't do, spray the racks down. I'm going to put a little bit more with some Pam or something, and that way they won't stick. And then what you need, you could just do salt and pepper, but one of the ingredients that you do not want to leave out is you want some baking powder, not baking soda, but baking powder. If you use baking soda, it tends to concentrate, and you'll taste the metallic taste that it sometimes generates. You don't want that. What the baking powder does, it just makes the chicken get crispy in the oven. And you want that. And I don't understand the chemistry, but it's because the pH balance is changed because of the baking powder. And when you use the baking powder, and in this case, I'm going to use 2 tablespoons of it, it allows that moisture to take off, if you would, in the, that's 1 teaspoon. Sorry, I'm talking and I'm thinking.
We can't find the tablespoon of the
We
metal
can't.
one.
Where is it? We've lost it.
We've lost it.
Oh boy, I'm in trouble.
Yep, you are.
So I want 2 tablespoons of baking powder in here because I want my chicken crispy. There we go. And what I'm also doing, along with the lemon zest, I'm going to, I was talking about the chemistry of this. So it tends to lift the skin up, and it makes it so that it fries that skin a little bit. It bakes that skin. Again, it's a chemistry lesson that I'm not necessarily wanting to go into, but it does work. Now, on top of that, I want 1 tablespoon, and I want 1 teaspoon of lemon pepper. I'm using lemon pepper in this recipe. You could just use salt and pepper, but I'm using lemon pepper, just a little bit different flavor, but it's one that I like. I've used, even in years past, lemon pepper, 1 tablespoon and 1 teaspoon of lemon pepper. I've used it, a little short there, on steak and all sorts of things, and I do love the flavor of lemon pepper. I want 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. Get that going. There's 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. And I want 1 teaspoon as well of both onion powder, and I'm going to also do smoked paprika. There's the onion powder, and we'll get the smoked paprika going here. And then, depending on what your lemon pepper is like, if it's come salted or not, mine really isn't. I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of kosher salt to my mixture here. I'm not going to add any pepper, but I brought the pepper out just in case you didn't have any lemon pepper. So again, all I'm doing here, I just want to get everything sort of incorporated around and in this big bowl. And then I'm going to toss my chicken in here in stages. We're not looking for like a batter. We're looking just for a coating. And so let's do about 1, 2, I'm going to count them because I sort of know I want between 36 and 40, and that's about 4 pounds. And again, it doesn't have to be thick on there. It just has to season it. As I get them done, take them and pull them out. Put them on your rack. And this is gonna be good. And don't let them touch. Keep them separate so they tend to then cook on their own a little bit. What I'm going to do for you, Sue, I'm going to take these, and once they're cooked like this, I'm not going to sauce everything. I'm going to keep some of them, in fact, anything that we don't eat today with the sauce, I'm going to just put them in the fridge, seasoned and cooked, but not sauced. Otherwise, that makes its own set of problems.
So, Jerry,
Yeah.
I must apologize.
Why?
I looked up leaving the wing part on,
The tip?
the tip. And people don't leave the tip on. You were right.
No, they don't.
No. You buy them, if you buy them frozen, they're
They are D-tipped.
winglets.
Yeah, that's right. They're called flats or drumettes.
Drumettes
Yeah, right?
and winglet
Yeah.
or something.
So look that's my wings that way. So what I'm going to do, 425, because you want high heat. They're going to cook, and in 20 minutes, I'm going to turn them over. I'm going to go in with the tongs and turn them over. And then 20 minutes later, I will look at them, because these are going to take about 30 to 40 minutes to cook. If they're still not cooked, I'll yet turn them over again until they get to the place where they're crispy enough for my liking. Now, obviously, take a drumette, one with the big pieces of meat on it, and make sure that run a thermometer into it without touching the bone, and make sure you got about 160, 165 temperature on it. But if they're crispy, they're done inside, so you're going to be pretty fine. So that's those. All right, so for my air fryer, I'm doing a little bit differently. I put this rack in here, and you want the air to sort of flow around the chicken pieces. Going to use some of the same stuff. I'm using garlic powder. I'm going to put 1 teaspoon of garlic powder in.
Andy,
You know what? This is a terrible piece. I don't
show
like
them
that.
those things on the.
Oh, yeah. This is the rack for it, but I use this, and that catches all the cooking, and it makes it so much easier for cleanup. And I'll even cook things on that paper, actually. Without this rack, and it's just perfect and that works in almost all air fryers. Okay, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika. I'm following my little recipe here for Dreo, but it's a great recipe. 1 teaspoon of kosher salt. Excuse me, half a teaspoon. Don't do 1. Do half a teaspoon of kosher salt. Do a half a teaspoon of black pepper. And for this recipe, it's calling for a half a teaspoon of what you can use, Zatarans or whoever, but I have Zataran, half a teaspoon of Creole seasoning. And I wanted that in this bowl. So let's get that all put in there, get that down like that. And I'm gonna mix this up, and I'll show you the method to my madness here. And I just want those seasonings to have sort of a mix to themselves. In this bowl, I'm going to put my 10 pieces. I think 10 should fit in there pretty well. We'll find out here. And I'm going to add, first off, about 1 teaspoon of oil. And it calls for canola oil, but I don't use canola oil very much. And instead, I've got avocado oil. And so, where is my teaspoon? Well, here it is, right here. 1 teaspoon of avocado oil. And I'm just going to drizzle that all over those wing pieces, and just make sure all of those are coated like that. Beautiful. Then I'm just going to add on top of all of that my seasoning all the way around, and I sort of move it around and then coat the rest. And there's some more. And oh, these are going to be good too. So stick these in like that. And the Dreo, which I love, is it even comes, it's all computerized, so you have an app and it tells you how long, in fact, you don't even, it even doesn't even tell you. It just, you put in what you've done, and the computer determines the temperature, determines the wellness, It determines the time, all that kind of stuff. And I just love it. So there you go. My wings are ready. These on the rack are going in at 425 into the oven for about 40 minutes when it's all said and done, turned halfway in between. These are not going to get turned. They're just going in and they're going to get cooked. And I don't even remember what Dreo requires for the length of time, but I really don't care because Dreo takes care of that particular problem for me. And that makes it nice. So there you go, air fryer and oven bake. So I'll be back and I'll show you the finished product.
They're crispy.
Yeah, but they need to go a little bit further. And I got a feeling my second tray, which is underneath this, won't be quite as much. So grab that. But they're coming.
Boy, they smell good.
Don't they though?
Yeah.
There we go. I think I'm good. Oh, here, this one needs to be. Nope, that's good. All right, so that's going back in. And Alexa, set a timer for 20 minutes, if you would. We just pulled out of the air fryer the chicken that we did, and that has the Creole, Cajun sauce on it. So I'm going to let those cool down for a second, and then I'm going to dig into those as well. But in the meantime, while they're cooling down, I'm going to clean up my kitchen a little bit.
And we pulled out the oven, some of them. They look yummy, hon.
Oh, everything that I do is yummy.
Yeah.
Look at, with wings too, you can put them in the smoker, put them on the grill. There's all sorts of ways to cook. But do remember, if you really want them crispy, the best way to do it is when you're seasoning, putting whatever, add a little bit of that baking powder. That really helps them crisp up. As you can see, what I already have pulled out of the oven, they've just beautiful, nice crisp on them. They're just gorgeous. I mean, look at that. That's just perfect. In fact, I think it might be cool enough. Oh, even without sauce, it's so good. My mother would be very pleased, and you will be too. Now on part 2, I'm going to not only show you the wings that are done, but I'm going to add some sauce to it. Tune back into the next video, you'll see the 2 sauces I'm making.